So, this is a tier list that me and a couple hundred people decided on stream the other day, and the other day I mean a couple of weeks ago. I want to say over a week ago, and I had not done a video about it yet because I was waiting for the good moment to do it. I had not added Blazing Bash Hinata, the one that has already come out on JP but not on Global yet, on it, but she would be in the A tier. I've already made a video about where we should place her. So, I showed this tier list yesterday on my Naruto. I mean, I recorded the Naruto video yesterday, but it went up today. And I got a couple comments, people asking, "Yo, can you explain that tier list? Because I don't agree with it. And why are the Rocket Leagues at the top?" So I'm gonna be explaining the tier list and how we made it up together. So this is of course a PvP only tier list, no PvE. PvP and PvE are completely different tier list wise. And let me explain from bottom to top. So the bottom F tier units are just units. I was making a live and people were disagreeing or agreeing with me, and that's how I would place the units. Most placements I only placed because the chat was like, no, this unit should be here, more than my own opinion. Like for example, I wanted to say that Kakashi was a B tier because he's just so unreliable, but people are like, no, he's good, so I placed him in the A tier. An example. But let's start from bottom to top. So F tier, these units were suggested and I was like, they're trash, let me just put in the F tier. A tier are units that I often see on the low end of PvP, and for some reason people still use it. Ping is god awful, don't use him, he's just not gonna help you at all. Kage is not good, Hashirama is terrible, Deidara doesn't even deserve to be a Blazing Bash, he's even worse than anything else. Kisame, as a super impact, like most of them are really good. Like Obito is right here at the top. Like some of them are really good, but it's not the case for him. He's just bad. And same can be said for Killer B. Jirai is another unit I see in the lower end of PvP, just not good. Zabuza, once he gets the layer break, he could go up, but as it stands right now, he's not good. Blazing Bash Sakura is terrible. Tayuya, I saw some people are like, man, Tayuya is good. I mean, she can Jutsu Seal. She has like a 60% chance of Jutsu Sealing, but like she gets one-shotted, so not very good. Jisui, his whole shtick is 150 boosting, he cannot do that on PvP. Orochimaru is terrible. Madara is terrible. Kabuto, although you could immobilize 3 units with him, it's not gonna happen. Haku, same thing as Abuza. Once she gets a layer break, she could be good, but not right now. Itachi is terrible. Sagemo Naruto, man, I remember the days where Sagemo Naruto was good. I miss him. Same for Tobirama and KC and Minato. I remember those days, man. OG PvP, those 3 were good. Not anymore. Oh, Minato. Minato is in the D tier. He used to be good. Once he got his layer breaking, he was like a very fast unit. But he only has, what, 20k health? Let me check real quick. I think he only has 20k health, which, like, it's nothing. That is literally nothing. Where is him? Bravery minutes. So he's the first minute. Wow. Yeah, 23k health. That's nothing. So it's like you shouldn't be using him. You're gonna get one-shotted by anything. Shizu is terrible. Kakashi is terrible. Konan, I can see an argument because she can get an ultimate pretty easily, but she's still terrible. The Fortail Naruto, it pains me to say because I really like Fortail's Naruto. Like not the unit, but the character. Really like the character Fortail's Naruto. Is like one of my favorite transformations of Naruto, but I hate him. The unit, I hate him. It's terrible. Shikamaru is not very good. He was good when he released. Heart Minato is one of those units for some reason, again, I see it in the low end of PvP, the low tier of PvP. But why? Mecha Naruto, as much as I love him, we have to agree, he's not good. You're not gonna go far in the Kage League using him. I mean, you could, if you get lucky. Not good. I mean, here's the thing about Tsunade. If you land the mobilization, she is like amazing. It's the same thing about Kakashi, but the worst part about Tsunade is that she's kind of like Kakashi, but with an even lower chance. So let's say you do get the immobilization. What is the chance of getting immobilization? 20%. 30%. You have a 30% chance of immobilizing for once. That's not worth it. Not worth it at all. She's terrible. Don't use her. You're not gonna get it. Hitting Sasuke is terrible. He used to be good, sad to say he's terrible now. He used to be good, sad to say he's terrible now and terrible. This is where the complications begin and where people are like, why is KCM Naruto a C tier? Maybe you didn't realize this was a PvP tier list, but KCM Naruto is not good. Again, it pains me to say because I love KCM Naruto in PvE, but on PvP he's just so unreliable. He has no defense. When I say defense, he has no damage reduction, he has no dodge, he has no nothing. He cannot be immobilized, which is great. Other than that, he doesn't have anything, and getting his ultimate can be a pain. Sage 6 Pebs Naruto, again, pains me to say because I love him, but he used to be good, and nowadays, Final Valley Sasuke absolutely obliterates him. And with more wisdom units coming like this, Sasuke, Hinata, he just gets destroyed. So it's not worth using him at all. This Sasuke, I actually wanted to place him in the B tier when I was making the tier list with the people live, but we came to an agreement that he was a C tier. I still think he's a B tier though, but again, I made the tier list mostly about what the people were thinking more than my opinion. Sasuke's terrible. I actually wanted to place him in the D tier. This Obito can be very good, but it really relies on your enemy not having any skill units. This Might guy, again, he could be good if someone's like, for say, using Minato and then you one-shot Minato, but other than that, I cannot see any reason to use him at all. So, yeah. Obito is a piece of paper. Nagato, just not good. It's just not good. Dude, Hashirama, when he gets the limit break, he's probably gonna go to A tier. When he gets, like, is he the next limit break? I need to see. I need to see if he's the next limit break. Let me open it while I'm talking right now. But I think he's the next Blazing Bash limit break. Once he gets it, he's gonna be on top of the food chain again. Because when he released, he was like a super good unit. Nowadays, it's hard to say that he is a good unit. So yeah, he is the next Blazing Bash limit break. Him and Madara. So that's gonna be interesting to see. Itachi's not good. Ashura is okay. Like Ashura and Tsunade, I was gonna say Tsunade. Ashura and Kage for PvP free-to-play units, Super Impact, they're very good, but in general, like comparing to all of the other units, they're okay. Ino and Ino is like, when she released and for a couple of months, she was such an annoying unit for me because I always used to use one Madara in my team, right? And for some reason, Madara would never dodge her. Never. She would always destroy my Madara. Sakura, again, is one of those units that I see a lot in the lower end of PvP, but she just doesn't work. Naruto can work if your enemy is using like a body unit in the front and just jutsu him with Naruto. But after that, Naruto doesn't do anything. He's slow. He does have a good amount of damage reduction, but it's just too slow. Same can be said about Kakashi. Like, you jutsu with Kakashi, great. Now he's slow. He's just not coming back. Gaara, oh, I skipped him, I'm sorry. He used to be like super good when he released, but nowadays it's not worth using him. Gaara, here's the thing. If you land the jutsu ceiling, you might even win the match because of it. But if you don't, because his chance is only 60%, you can't rely on it. If you miss the jutsu ceiling, he's a dead waste on your team. That's why I place him so low. Madara, I know people love Madara because, or maybe even hate him, because he used to be the best PvP unit in the game, but nowadays, not the best. When he gets the limit break, hopefully next week, I'm crossing my fingers he's gonna get the limit break next week, he might even go to S tier. We'll see, but as of it stands, not the best. Sasuke, the new Sasuke, I hyped him up because he one-shots Final Valley Sasuke, but other than that, he has no purpose. Like, the only thing that he really can do is one-shot Final Valley Sasuke. That's it. That's it. He almost one-shot Sakura, but almost no one uses Sakura. And he almost one-shots Kakashi as well. Like, and he one-shots any body unit with a medium amount of health, and almost one-shots body units with like a good amount of health, like a large portion of health. Other than that, he doesn't do much. Indra, if you have the 30% damage reduction, he can get some really good ultimates and he can be a very overall good unit. I would say he's not reliable though. Same thing can be said for Itachi. Itachi is pretty much a Kakashi with a terrible hitbox. That's it. That's pretty much Itachi for you. Shin and Sasuke, you kind of have to make a team revolve around him for him to be useful. That's why I don't like him. Rock Lee, he's okay, but only is really because Madara is such an overused unit. But in the whole spectrum, it's way better to just use Sage Mode Naruto than him, so it's not good. Obito can be good, but most of the time he's just gonna be unreliable. Madara, here's the thing about Madara. If you get a good jutsu with him that will last for a while, and he cannot like be jutsu'd until he comes back, he can be so good because of the field damage reduction. I feel like when he gets the Leo break, he's gonna be a beast, but as it stands, again, unreliable. You use the jutsu, and because he's kind of slow, he's probably not gonna be coming back again until the thing runs out, right? I mean, he's gonna come back after the thing runs out, so he's probably gonna die beforehand. So, I mean, after he gets the Leo break, he's gonna get the speed boost, and that's gonna probably make him really, really good. Kakashi, if you land his 50% chance of jutsu sealing and switch sealing, he's an SS tier unit. If you don't, yikes, he's a F tier unit. So it's like that. Same thing can be said for Sakura. If you land the double immobilization, like, because she's a Yoi, right? If you land the immobilization on more than one unit, she's an SS tier unit. But if you don't, E tier unit. it's one of those. Madara, he's really good, but he's really easily countered. That's why I didn't want to place him higher. Neji is very tanky, I like him. I just don't have a hand-to-hand experience with him, so I placed him wherever people told me to place him, which was A tier. Sasori is kind of the same thing. I see him a lot, and he can be like kind of crushed by killing Sasuke, but mostly he's such a good unit in your team that I feel like he is an A tier unit. Sasuke, a lot of people downplay Sasuke, but I see a lot of good players use him in like a really good way of like using his hitbox to push people to Final Valley Sasuke and stuff. He can be such a good unit if you just play him right. So I feel like he's deserving of an A tier unit. Madara is the same thing. Madara is very downplayed. I see in my comments like, oh, he's not that good. Like, he's really good. He ignores damage reduction, so he destroys Hinata, destroys Kirin Sasuke, destroys Minato, which are all top tier units, and he's gonna destroy the new Blazing Bash Hinata as well. The new one that is also Wisdom. So he's such a good unit, and he's pretty fast, and he makes your units faster. He gives them 25 speed, so it's just good. Kakashi, just amazing hitbox. Obito, extra points for being free to play, and he's fast to lead, and he reduces chakra by 1. If you manage, like, let's say you combo him and Madara, and like you just get the 4-star, and you get one of those maps that all 3 of your enemies are like together, Jujutsu all 3 of them with Obito and take all of them 1 chakra. That's like a good scenario, dude. Final Valley units, I don't think I have to discuss them. Final Valley Naruto is so good because he has damage reduction against Bravery and Wisdom, and he has like a full map hitbox. Final Valley Sasuke also has a full map hitbox, but he destroys Bravery and Wisdom units, and his counterbacks, his knockback attacks are just broken, absolutely broken. Sage Naruto is literally God if you have all of his abilities. Gaara is quickie boy, that's why I placed him here. Other than being a quickie boy, he just kind of ignores immobilization because he's so resistant, so he's pretty good. OT is also kind of a god if you have him maxing or broken. Like, he hits so hard, he's fast, he's tanky, he cannot be he has a mobilization resistance, he cannot be immobilized, but he's really good. Hinata, again, quickie girl, tanky girl, that's why I placed her here. Now the SS and the if luck effect, and he's 99. So, Rage Obito, there is no unit in this game that counters Rage Obito's normal jutsu. 0. All of these units, they are all subjective to Rage Obito's jutsu. And what does Rage Obito's jutsu do? He pushes you back, and he takes you to chakra. That's what he does. And no unit in the game can counter that. Even if you dodge, you're still gonna be taking that. That's why he's just so good. That's the reason. What? Only that. I mean, if you jutsu with Madara, I guess you cannot take jutsu for 2 seconds. Other than that, that's it. Minato, same can be said for his ultimate. His ultimate pushes you back and take you to chakra. No unit can counter that. No unit. And he's tanky, he's fast, and he's good. The only reason why I actually think Obito is better because he's on his normal jutsu, and you can do that first turn. You can do Obito's jutsu first turn because it's 4 chakra. Minato, you have to give him chakra because it's a 6 chakra ultimate. That's it. Shikamaru and Kirin Sasuke, if you ever played PvP, you know what Kirin Sasuke does. Kirin Sasuke mobilizes you and is an overall cancer. And Shikamaru is basically Kirin Sasuke, but for an extra second. So he's extra cancer. They are literally cancer. They're the cancer of this game. That's it. And finally, why are the leagues right here? So, there is this one thing in the game right now, and I don't know if they're ever going to revert it, to be honest, that critical hits increase damage the more luck you have. And these two guarantee critical hits. They guarantee. They absolutely guarantee critical hits. So, what do? If you have them with 70 luck, at least Lee with 70 luck, you one-shot every single unit in the game. Every single unit in the game, except if they have like type advantage, which Lee, he's never gonna have that problem. Because he doesn't have type disadvantage against anyone because it's bravery. So, you literally, 4 chakra, one-shot any unit in the game. Boom. That's it. That's why. That's why they're the best units in the game. If the luck extra damage effect is on, and they are like 99 luck or 70 luck. I feel like it's more guaranteed if they are 99 luck. That's it. Who discovered this was Mystic and Kabuki. At least for what I know. Mystic and Kabuki tried it out and it worked. And now we all know that this is absolutely broken. So this is the explanation of the tier list. For everyone that asked. Oh boy, I'm out of breath. I talked too much. Thank you guys for watching.